This is my Hammond No. 2 typewriter. I got it a few years ago off of eBay. It's a machine that's really good for display, but it does work. As you can see, the feed rollers are cracked and flattened and everything, so not really for use, but it does feed paper and it does work. Go over the controls. You have your line space lever there. You've got a ratchet release on the back here. Of course, you've got your hammer and bell that's on the back. This little lever here, you move it to change the head. There's type heads that you rotate for, I guess, different maybe different thicknesses of paper or what have you. You have your bell striker there for the bell on the top of the hammer. When you're coming to the end of the line, signals to let you know. You've got your paper guide here. You line the edge of the paper up there. You've got this tab here that moves the ribbon and the shuttle guard out of the way so you can see what you've typed. Of course, impression strip. That is not a perfectly good impression strip. That's just that's maybe 3 or 4 layers of electrical tape. Again, it's not proper, but it's not really going to be a machine that's going to be used. So, just for testing's sake and whatnot, you've got these thumb screws on top of the ribbons. What you do is the ribbon transport system is locked on either side, so each shaft is always turning, but they're always turning opposite each other. So what you do is you tighten down or loosen the thumb screws depending on what way you want the ribbon to wind. So that works pretty good. You've got your scale here, and I think I've seen this on Royal Model 10s, the earlier ones. You've got 2 indicators, one on either side. You have to get used to that, but it works. You've got your backspace key here. Got your cap and figure shift here. You've got the shift locks here. Of course, your 3-bank keyboard. Pretty comfortable to use. Spacebar, of course. Pretty much a simple design. I mean, this is how it works. When you press a key, that lever there lifts, which in turn, I believe, presses the shuttle arm, for lack of a better word, pushes the shuttle arm, and the other end of the shuttle arm comes upon the pin. When it reaches the pin, it stops, and the rest of the key travel goes into triggering the escapement and the hammer. Pretty cool design overall. Pretty simple, but pretty complex compared to a Type Bar typewriter. But pretty quick. Even though this machine is 120 plus years old, give or take, it is still pretty quick. Not as, it is still pretty loud though, but it's not too bad. Alright, we'll show it typing. Normally what I would do is roll the paper into the basket under the carriage here, but it takes a little while, so it's a little easier to do it like this. There you go. As you can see, it types okay. It's not perfect. The impression is good, but it all depends on how well inked the ribbon is. This ribbon is pretty old. I think it dates back to when I first got the machine, so the impression is good, but the print quality is not the best. It's okay though. But of course, you're not going to be using the machine a lot, so that's pretty good. That's the Hammond No. 2 typewriter.